Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, I'm fresh out the shower, ready for a powwow, baby. What does that mean? That means fresh out the shower, ready to have a conversation about the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, we're doing a lot. The Lakers have made some trades. Some people are happy with the Mark Williams trade. I'm personally pretty pleased with it. I understand that we spent quite a pretty penny to get the young fella and kind of maxed ourselves out of picks. I've been listening to a lot of commentary, but also about that, but also listened to a lot of commentary about his game and what it is he's expected to bring to the table. So I'm super excited about Mark Williams. Welcome to the fold, of course, Luka the Don. Welcome to the fold, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris, the champion of the Lakers. Welcome back, man. So tonight, we do got a game, man. With the trade deadline being an hour and a half away, we're gonna be on this camera a lot, talking about the last minute stuff that happens, which I don't know will be a lot, but what has already happened is plenty, and so we will discuss what we see going forward. But we got to prep for the game. It just is what it is. The game's at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern here in Los Angeles. We're back home after the 6-game road trip. Um, it went well. We were 5-1. Of course, we traded away a bunch of people, and a lot of weird stuff happened in that process. But just the same, we're pleased with where we're going. We're pleased with our unit right now. Um, last night in the Mark Williams trade, we had to farewell a couple of guys that we like a lot in Dalton Connect and Cam Reddish. A lot of people unhappy about that. I didn't want to let go of Dalton, but I just feel like this is probably a piece that we really need, a center that has 23 years old upside. So he's actually younger than Dalton, believe it or not. So at this point, you just had to weigh what your needs are versus your luxuries. And I think a center at this point was a need, and Dalton was more so a luxury. So I agree with it, but we will be without Dalton forever more, it seems, unless he returns someday. He's going to be a Charlotte Hornet, and that's tough, man. He's not happy about it. I saw it on his Instagram. He put "why" with crying emojis. He's not happy. He's not happy, and I feel for him. You never want to get traded from the Lakers as a rookie, um, ever. So I feel for Dalton, and we will miss him, and we really believe in him over here. So with that being said, it's going to be a little harder to score off the bench. That's essentially what that means for us. He's starting to get his act together in regards to his scoring and stuff like that. So, we are going to have to find scoring while we are still waiting for our new guys to step in and whatever trades may take place today as well. So it's going to be something to see. The Los Angeles Lakers going up against Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry, LeBron James. It's always a game when those guys come through. We've had a lot of success against them this year. That's the truth. Beat them on Christmas Day. Came back, beat them again on the 25th of January, about a week and a half ago. And we're seeing them again now. And they just made a huge trade as well. Sent out some guys, Andrew Wiggins, Slow-Mo Anderson, and Dennis Schroeder been sent out. And they brought back Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy Butler. Yes, that's who's going to be on the Warriors. I do not expect for him to play tonight. Um, but he's a game time decision. It says he's a game time decision. It says Mark is a game time decision. I doubt those individuals play tonight, but you never know. You never know. Jimmy might want to hit the ground running, and you might see him tonight. Guy Santos is a game time decision. Moses Moody is a game time decision. Jonathan Kuminga is still out. Trace Jackson Davis a game time decision. That's what it is for them. For us, it's Mark Williams, game time decision. Gabe Vincent, game time decision. LeBron James, game time decision. Luka still out. Maxi Kleber out for another 2 months. I think the odds of us trading Maxi Kleber over the next hour and a half pretty high. I don't know that we'll be able to pull it off because there's some restrictions there. You got to bring back something worth less. You can only trade him for one person. But I think with our urgency that we've shown to want to win, I think it makes no sense to have a guy that's pretty much out for the season on our roster, eating up a roster spot. So I think we'll do our due diligence to try to get him off the team. And if we don't get him off the team, it's because we couldn't find a deal. But I think they're shopping him hard right now, and I hope they get something done. Christian Wood is out also. I wouldn't mind us trading him too. Just what is going on there? It's just taking too long, bro. We got to get some people up out of here that are going to eat up roster spots. We're a win-now basketball team, especially after making the moves that we made to bring in these youngsters that are ready to win. And, we just got to keep our eyes open to see if the Lakers make anything else happen to try to create roster spots. But we did create one by moving out Cam and Dalton and I think the likelihood is that we will call up um, the young fella that we got Coloco, and have him as our second rim protector there, so we can have some real center position depth on our regular roster. I think that's what the Lakers do, but I do believe they'll try to open up another roster spot to ensure they play the buyout market. I don't know what they prioritize, calling up Coloco or the buyout market. I'm not really sure, but we have one spot to do something right now. We're very happy about that. So, yeah, man, as far as the Golden State Warriors are concerned, they've been kind of hot and cold. They've won 3 of their last 5 games. The last matchup was against the Utah Jazz last night. They did lose that game. They lost that game. 131-128. The Jazz shot 52%, 48-92. I call that the Dennis Schroeder cursed game. You know, they're playing the Utah Jazz, and they trade Dennis Schroeder out into Miami's void. He got sent to Utah while they're playing Utah, literally. But he is expected to be bought out. I think the Lakers may consider him somebody that we want to sign in the buyout market if we're able to create another roster spot. I don't think that'd be a bad idea. We could really use an upgrade for Shake Milton there. So keep an eye open for DS. He may be making his 3rd stint return with the Lakers, which I would be very pleased with a lot. So that's what I hope happens there. Maybe we got a better idea, but I think that's probably the best way to use our open roster spot that we're hoping to create today. So, yeah, as far as the Utah Jazz beating the Golden State Warriors, was a high-scoring matchup, as we said, 131-128. Jazz shot 52% from the field, 48-92, and 35% from the field, 13-37. Yeah, both the Warriors also shot 35%, but they overshot the 3, in my opinion. 17-48. That's a lot of threes to be taken, although they hit 17 of them, so you don't feel bad about that. And they attempted 100 field goals. 100 field goals. 46 made for 46%, of course. Free throws, 19-27 for the Warriors, 22-27 for the Jazz. You got to hit your free throws. Look at that. Look at that. The Jazz hit 3 more free throws than them with the same amount of attempts, and the Warriors lose by 3. Got to hit your free throws, man. The rebounds, 48-41. Jazz got the victory there. 12 offensive rebounds given up by both of those teams. We got to keep our eye open for the boards today. We know we're going up against Golden State. They're a great offensive rebounding team there. So is Mark Williams, an excellent offensive rebounder, one of the best in the league. So we just picked up one of the best second chance points opportunities to maximize our already hyper efficient offense. This is something that I think people need to really consider when thinking about the price tag on Mark Williams. Our offensive rebounding just skyrocketed. Our rebounding capability got back to where we needed to be. So yeah, that's something to think about. 33 assists for the Warriors, 30 for the Jazz. Really strange how you lose the game when you have that many assists. But you know, the point is, when you have that many assists, you score a lot. Your defense has to show up though, and theirs didn't. 6 steals for the Warriors, 4 blocks for the Warriors, 5 and 5 on the blocks and steals for the Jazz. 13 turnovers for the Jazz, 15 conceded off of that. 9 turnovers for the Warriors, 12 points conceded off of that. So, you know, it's kind of tricky looking at this, but I know the Warriors really lost it on the boards, and they attempted way more shots, but it seems like the Jazz got more quality looks and just hit a couple more free throws. That's what it really comes down to. When you overshoot the 3, shoot worse from the field, but it's comparable in regards to the makes. But it just came down to you not hitting your free throws, believe it or not. So it's a really tough game for the Golden State Warriors to lose. They're trying to fight their way into the Western Conference. The Jazz are a tanking basketball club. It's the second time they played the Jazz in as many as 5 games. We got another game to discuss in regards to the Jazz, of course, there. And they did win that one, but this was a loss for the Warriors, and one that they probably did not want at all, especially given the fact that they had made trades to bring in some win-now talent. You had to find a way to make up for it. You know, Steph Curry had a 32-point game, 7 assists, 6 of 18 from behind the arc, and 12 of 31 from the field. So he He was the only person basically really shooting the ball. Buddy Hield was 7 of 14, 4 of 8 from behind the arc. That's a good Buddy game. 18 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block for Buddy. That's really good. 50% from both. 8 of 18 for Podziemski, 8-18 from the field. 3 of 10 from behind the arc. And Podziemski missed the 3 free throws that are in question, 10 of 13, but he got to the line a lot. We got to be careful with him. Find his way to the line and also rebounding the ball. He had 29 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 6 rebounds. Podziemski just needs minutes, man. This is what he looks like when you give him 40 minutes a game. Maybe you don't want him shooting 3 of 10 from behind the arc, but he's a shooter you want shooting the ball. I just think they needed some addition by subtraction, and hopefully this opens up the opportunity for Podziemski to get the real minutes that he deserves. So you love that for him. Kevon Looney had 6 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. 7 offensive rebounds, 23 minutes of play. Keep an eye open for him. I heard they may be shopping him. I don't know if that makes sense right now, given the moves that they're making, but we'll see. A gentleman by the name of Rowe, of whom I'm not familiar with, but he wears number 44, Jackson Rowe. Shout out to Jackson Rowe at 44. Yeah, Jackson Rowe, 44. Got 6 points, 1 steal, and 5 rebounds in 14 minutes of play, 2 or 3 from behind the arc, 2 or 3 from the field. So this is good. This is a good show for that young fella. Guy Santos had 11 minutes, 1-1 from the 3, 4 points. Didn't really get too much going there. Gary Payton II had 4-6 from the field, 1-1 from behind the arc, 9 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound on a +4. He did foul out in this game in 14 minutes of play. That's kind of crazy. But that's what went down with GP2 and Pat Spencer. I believe it's Pat, right? Pat Spencer had 3 of 6 from the field, 1 from behind the arc for 7 points, 4 assists, 4 boards. So that was the production for the Golden State Warriors in a losing effort. Jordan Clarkson had a big game here for the Jazz, 10 of 19 from the field, 5 of 8 from the 3, 6 of 6 from behind the arc. He's desperately in need of the hell off of this basketball team. Praying for Jordan Clarkson to get into a winning situation fast. 31 points, 5 assists, 4 boards. Walker Kessler, big game, 15 points, 18 rebounds, 8 of them offensive rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 assists on +15, 7 and 9 from the field. He was never on the block, people. For those who are wondering why the Lakers settled, quote-unquote settled, I think Mark Williams could be just as good as Kessler, if not better. But why those who know we were after him didn't go after him for that same package is because it was never on the table. Kessler was never actually on the table. John Collins, 19 points, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 assists, 5 boards. It's another guy that you can pay attention to. He may get moved today. We'll see. Isaiah Collier, 9 of 18 from the field, 0 of 5 from behind the arc, 20 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds. Isaiah Collier is one of the most productive rookies in basketball. I've had him on my fantasy team for 2 weeks. I haven't felt bad about that at all. And he's in a point guard logjam. He's playing great in a point guard logjam. Imagine what he looks like when you start getting some of these point guards off of the team. I'm very excited by Isaiah Collier's future in Utah. He looks like he's going to be a stud for real. A lot better than we thought. A lot better. Keyshawn George, 26 points, 8 of 13 from the field, 4 of 8 from behind the arc, 6 of 8 free throws. Really good game, man. 26 points, 2 steals, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he played off the bench. Because Svi, our very own Svi, I can't say his name right now, Mykhailiuk, seemed to have gotten a start there. 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from behind the arc, 10 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. I always like Svi. Not a great shooting night for him, but he's somebody I like a lot. So, yeah, man, Filipowski, 2 for 2 from the field in 12 minutes of play, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Micah Potter had 3 points, 4 rebounds. Johnny Juzang had 3 points, 1 of 3 from behind the arc. So that was the production for the winning Utah Jazz in last night's matchup against the Golden State Warriors. And Golden State just needs to hit their free throws. And far be it for me to tell the Golden State Warriors not to shoot so many threes, but I think if they would have shaved off some threes tonight, they probably would have had a better bet going up against the ever-driving Jordan Clarkson and Isaiah Collier, especially when Kessler's having a night like that. So that's what I see there. That's how last night's game went. They're coming off a back-to-back, flying in from Utah. They should be pretty tired. So that's what's going on with the Golden State Warriors in their last matchup. And in the matchup before that, they beat the Orlando Magic 104-99. Very low-scoring game here. Cole Anthony overshot the ball, in my opinion. 11 of 21, 3 of 9 from behind the arc for 26 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. He needs the hell off of that team. He is a leading guard, volume guard, and he can't be shooting more shots than Franz Wagner. What are we doing? Franz Wagner, 9 and 19, 1 of 5 from behind the arc, 21 points, 2 steals, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. That. Cole Anthony is an A1 type of mind. I don't know if he has A1 game, but he's a leading guy. He needs an offense basically where he can shoot like this and do this kind of stuff every night. And I like Cole Anthony a lot, but I don't like him in Orlando anymore. They have players that should be higher up the pecking order than him, and he's just kind of doing his thing, and that's probably why they only scored 99 points. Paolo Banchero had a bad shooting night, 9 of 24, still trying to come back from injury. Doesn't quite look like himself right now at all. 0 of 6 from behind the arc, 18 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 6 boards. That's not Paolo numbers. He's better than that. I'm sure he'll get his act together. Bataz Day, 2 of 8 from the field, bad shooting night. But 6 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 14 boards, 6 of them offensive rebounds. Definitely like Bataz Day. He'd have been a Laker 6 years ago, back when he played for the Pacers with his third string. I'd have had him on the team then. No lie. Caldwell Pope, KCP, our guy, Caldwell Pope, had 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 4 of 9 from the field, 9 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 6 boards for the champ. Caldwell Pope, 33 minutes of play. Is he aging? I don't know. But in 33 minutes of play, that's not the production I expect from KCP. But then again, it's been, 4 years since we had him? I think he might be aging at this point. Anthony Black, 16 minutes, no points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. He underutilized, completely and utterly underutilized. I hate how they're using Anthony Black. He's so much more productive than the minutes that he's been given. Jonathan Isaac, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from behind the arc, 2 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds. He hasn't found his shooting, and 11 minutes of play is not really a lot for Jonathan Isaac, but he was a plus 19, so that is interesting to me. His defense is still stellar. Tristan da Silva, 11 minutes of play, also very interesting to me. Only 11 minutes for Tristan da Silva. 1 of 2 from the field, 2 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Who's coaching this team? What is going on down there? Wendell Carter, 28 minutes of play, 3 of 4 from the field, 9 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds, 6 points, 7 assists, 9 boards for Wendell Carter Jr. And we already said Cole Anthony stuff. Gary Harris had 2 of 4 from the 3, 6 points. So, yeah, man, that's what Orlando did in a losing effort. Only 99 points accumulated. Everybody shot poorly. Anybody who shot too much shot poorly. That's what it really comes down to. That's it. Andrew Wiggins, the new Miami Heat, had 50% from the field, 7 of 14 on 25 points, 2 assists, 2 boards. Draymond Green, 4 points, 1 steal, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Draymond's back. Keep an eye open for that. Steph Curry had 24 points, a whole Kobe there. 5 assists, 1 rebound on 2 of 12 shooting, 7 of 21 from the field. My God, Steph, you've been cold, brother. It's frigid. What are we talking about? And he still got the victory there, though. Buddy Hield was 1 of 4 there, 4 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from behind the arc. Not much going on there. Kevon Looney, 1 of 5 from the field, 2 points, 15 boards. There we go. 7 offensive rebounds. Yeah, Kevon Looney's being featured. 15 boards, 7 of them offensive, 6 assists. They're trying to move him. 21 minutes of play. That's crazy. Imagine what he would have had if he would have had 40 minutes or 38 minutes. And he's getting 7 offensive rebounds, 15 boards in just 21 minutes. That's some serious production. Dennis Schroeder, 3 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from behind the arc, 9 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, 2 boards. Hopefully he'll be a Laker very soon. Gary Payton II, 2 of 4 from the field, 4 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 2 boards. Moses Moody played in that game, 6 and 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from behind the arc for 17 points. Moses Moody, one of my favorite young players. And Podziemski had 8 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 5 rebounds on 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 2 of 4 from behind the arc. That was what the Golden State Warriors did against the Orlando Magic, and it just came down to the Magic shooting poorly. 8 of 32 from behind the arc for 25%. That's terrible, man. 12 of 39 for the Warriors. That's not much better. The Warriors seem to be on a cold streak right now from behind the arc. We're going to keep an eye open for that. Both teams shot 43% from the field. Magic won the boards 52 to 44, 18 offensive rebounds for the Magic. Wow, did the Warriors give up a lot of offensive rebounds. Holy crap, 18 of them. And the Warriors still won the game. That's crazy. Both teams did not assist very much. 23 for the Magic, 25 for the Warriors. 13 turnovers for the Warriors, 12 for the Magic. You get the point. 52 points for the Magic in the paint, 38. there. And the Warriors got to the line a lot. That's where the Warriors won the game. 24-34 to the Magic 5-10. That is a discrepancy worth talking about. When you see that in the box score, you know the whistle was going the Warriors' way. The whistle was going the Warriors' way. 24-34 to 5-10. That's harsh. That's all I gotta say. That's very harsh. So, yeah, that was their last matchup against, the matchup before the last one. And before that, they lost a really, really bad game against the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns blew them out 131-05, man. That was pretty trash, to be honest with you. The Warriors shot 35% from the field, 36 and 96. That's awful. And 36% from the three, 16 of 44. And 7 of 25 from the free throw line. 68% for them. 68% for the Suns as well, 11 to 16. But you got to hit your free throws, man. Here we go again with another game where the Golden State Warriors are awful from the free throw line. They had 14 offensive rebounds, so that's really good. 4 offensive rebounds for the Suns, so that is extremely good. But the Suns didn't miss very much, 50 of 89 from the field, 56% from the field, and 19 of 39 from the three, 48% from the three. So Suns didn't miss very much. That's really what it came down to. Not a whole lot of offensive rebounds together when you ain't bricking. But, yeah, 41 assists for the Suns. Gee Louise, to 26 for the Warriors. There's no doubt that's where they lost the game. 41 assists is the most I've seen. I ain't seen nobody score no 41 assists. I just haven't seen it. 7 steals for the 7 steals and 7 blocks for the Suns. 11 steals and 6 blocks for the Warriors. 12 turnovers for the Warriors. 7 points off of that. 15 for the Suns. 18 points conceded off of that. 56 points in the paint for the Suns. 36 for the Warriors. Warriors just jack up threes. And it hurt them again, man. That's really what it came down to. So who was getting all these damn assists? Devin Booker had 31 and 11. 31 points, 11 assists, 5 boards. That's pretty good, to say the least. 12 of 23 from the field, 5 of 11 from behind the arc. Big-time Devin Booker game. Grayson Allen off the bench had 11 points, 7 assists, 6 boards on 4-6 shooting from the field, 3 of 5 from behind the arc. He looks pretty good. Bradley Beal had a pretty good game, to say the least. 9 of 12 from the field, 3 of 3 from behind the arc. That's a really good game. 21 points, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 assists, 2 boards for Beal. Mason Plumlee had 10 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 or 5 shooting from the field. And Royce O'Neal had 6 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 or 4 from behind the arc. Tyus Jones, 6 points, 6 assists, 2 or 5 from the field, 1 or 3 from behind the arc. Nick Richards, 6 of 8 from the field for 14 points, 16 boards, 2 blocks, 1 assist. So Nick Richards rebounded the ball very well. Ryan Dunn, 4 points, 2 assists. And Kevin Durant, 19 points, 1 steal, 1 blocks, 3 assists, 6 rebounds on 5 of 9 shooting from the field. 6 of 13 from the field, rather. 5 of 9 from behind the arc. So that was a production for the Phoenix Suns in that game. They dropped 130 points on this team. Everybody assisted the ball, basically. They just got it from everybody. And that's just real team ball right there. Meanwhile, Wiggins was 6 of 20, 1 from the field, 1 of 5 from behind the arc. 17 points, 2 steals, 6 assists. 3 offensive rebounds. We ain't got to worry about that. Actually, 5 offensive rebounds. Excuse me. He is now a Heat. Quentin Post had 6 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds. Steph Curry had 5 of 14 from the field, 1 of 6 from behind the arc. He is cold, man. 14 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Steph Curry's in a horrible slump. Are y'all seeing this? That's 3 straight games. He shot horribly. This is like god-awful. 5 of 7 from behind the arc. 5 of 7 for Buddy Hield from the field. 3 of 5 from behind the arc for 13 points. 1 steal, 1 block, 2 assists, and 3 boards. Gary Payton had a bad game. 1 of 6 from the field. 3 points, 3 rebounds. Kevon Looney, 2 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 rebounds. Nothing serious there. 15 minutes of play. Moses Moody, 5 of 10 from the field. 4 of 7 from behind the arc. 17 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 6 boards. And Podziemski had a 14-point game. 3 assists, 1 steal, 3 rebounds on 5 of 9 shooting from the field, 4 of 7 from behind the arc. So Moody and Podziemski off the bench shot the ball very well. Schroeder was not shooting very well, 2 of 8 there, 1 of 5 from behind the arc, 5 points, 4 steals, and 5 assists. So that wasn't the greatest shooter's offensive game, but he contributed on the defensive end very much. Guy Santos had 5 points. Kyle Anderson had 4 points. Lindsey Waters was traded, by the way. Lindsey Waters is now a Detroit Piston. He was added to the trade with Jimmy. So you will not see Lindsey tonight at all. Lindy, I believe is his name, not Lindsey. Lindy Waters. He's a Piston. So yeah, man, a lot of movement with this Golden State Warriors team. Their roster seemed like it needed it. I'm sure they're happy to make those moves. This was a game that kind of solidified that, one of many, and it was ugly. Phoenix Suns ran straight past them boys. It wasn't hard to do. Before that, they got a big win against the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are getting back Chet Holmgren today, from what I understand. He is officially back. Thunder are going to be healthy. But in this one, they were not 40 of 99 from the field for 40% from the field for the Thunder. 9 of 39 from behind the arc for 23% for the Thunder. This is the problem with the Thunder. They can tend to run cold. They got some shot jackers, and if those guys are not hitting shots, it can be a bad night for the Thunder. 13 to 38 from the three for the Warriors for 34%, and 40 for 81 from the field for 49% for the Warriors. Both teams got to the line quite a bit. 20 to 25 for the Thunder, 23 of 28 for the Warriors. That's 80%, 82% respectively. You got the Thunder winning the boards 50 to 42, with the Thunder getting 17 offensive rebounds. Whew. And the Warriors only had 7. So they really controlled the boards, man. They really controlled the boards a lot. Got themselves second chance points and still lost because they couldn't hit a shot. That's what happened to the Thunder. The Warriors had 30 assists to the Thunder 21, which is really bad for the Thunder, but they're missing shots. So I'm sure those were good quality passes that just didn't lead to any assists for them. So they definitely got the playmakers. 7 blocks for the Warriors, 3 for the Thunder, 6 blocks for the Warriors, 8 for the Thunder in terms of steals. If I said blocks, it's steals there, 8-6. Turnovers, 14 for the Thunder, 15 for the Warriors. And so, the turnovers can tend to be a thing for the Warriors here and there, as we're seeing. Fast break points, 5 for the Thunder, 18 for the Warriors. That's weird. 5 fast break points for the Thunder? How did that even happen? Who didn't play, yo? That's what I have to ask myself. They had J-Dub. He was out there, 12 of 26. 26 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 7 boards for J-Dub. On 12 of 26 from the field, 2 of 6 from behind the arc. Shea was out there, 16 of 29. That's damn good shooting. 16 of 29 is very good. 2 of 6 from behind the arc, 18 of 21 from the free throw line. He was doing his Shai Gilgeous-Alexander thing. 52 points, 1 steal, 4 assists in a loss against the Warriors. Shai had 52 points in a loss. Lu Dort, 2 of 8 from field, 0 of 4 from behind the arc. That's the problem with Lu Dort. He's the shot chucker on the team. That people love Lu Dort defensively. Offensively, this is the type of thing I expect. He's like Dylan Brooks in a way, just better. Tends to deal bricks a lot, that Lu Dort. I'm not as high on Lu Dort as a lot of people are because of this. Hartenstein had a bad shooting night, 2 of 10 from the field, 18 rebounds though, 6 of them offensive, 4 points, 6 assists. 1 block there. Cason Wallace had a pretty bad shooting night, 0 of 3 from behind the arc, 1 of 5 from the field, 2 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers. I'm so tired of these numbers. Jay Will is back from injury, 2 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. So the size for the Thunder is back, by the way. Jay Will's back, Hartenstein's back, Chet's back. Look out for the Thunder. They're about to go on a roll. 17 points for Isaiah Joe. He shot very well. 5 of 10 from behind the arc, 6 of 11 from the field. And that is the production pretty much there. Aaron Wiggins had 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 4 from behind the arc. 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 4 from behind the arc. 2 points, 1 assist, and 2 boards. So, yeah, the Thunder did not shoot very well. And Wiggins did. 10 of 17 from the field, 5 of 8 from behind the arc, 27 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds for Andrew Wiggins. Steph Curry, 5 of 10 from behind the arc. He had a nice game way back then, shooting the ball. We hadn't seen too many of those in this process. 6 of 15 from the field, 21 points, 4 assists, 1 steal. Buddy Yield had 5 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, on 1 steal, 2 of 6 shooting, 1 of 4 from behind the arc, 15 minutes of play. Gary Payton had 5 of 7 from the field, 5 of 5 from the free throw line for 15 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 9 rebounds for GP2 in this game. Kevon Looney, 5 of 7 from the field, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 18 points, 4 blocks. Very good game there. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And 4 of 8 for Schroeder from the field. 1 of 4 from behind the arc for 9 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Moses Moody shot poorly. 2 of 8 from the field. 0 of 6 from behind the arc. 5 points, 2 rebounds. And Podziemski had an 11-point game. 4 of 6 from the field. 1 of 3 from behind the arc. 3 assists and 4 rebounds attached to that. So, yeah, that's really what it came down to for them. They just beat the cold shooting Oklahoma City Thunder team, who kind of just had 2 people really controlling the show for them. And you love Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but you don't really want him to do this. If it's J-Dub and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the only people attempting shots, Isaiah Joe off the bench, nobody else, that's a recipe for the Thunder to lose a basketball game against a Golden State team they should beat 100 out of 100 times, in my opinion. This is a bad Thunder night all the way around. They just played bad for their standards. It was a one-man band, and if that's what they're going to do in the playoffs, they're going to get beat. Good thing for them, though, is they get Chet back, and they're probably not going to play like that when Chet gets back. But, you don't want one guy getting 52 points and then the rest of the team basically doing nothing, and everybody else cold. It's too much of a one-man show. This is not how you want to do it in today's NBA. So that's what happened there. The Warriors were able to benefit from a bad Thunder game. And prior to that, we saw that Jazz. As I said, they had played the Jazz before, 114-103. And the Jazz shot pretty well, despite losing the game. 51% from the field, 39 of 76. And they shot 30% from the 3, 8 of 26. Very low volume, very bad shooting. For the Warriors, it was 17 of 49 from the 3 for 34%, and 39% for the Warriors. Putrid from the field, 36 of 92. That's not bad shooting. The Warriors did win the boards, 47 to 39. 16 offensive boards for the Warriors, 5 for the Jazz. 15 turnovers for the Jazz, 9 for the Warriors. 26 points off of those turnovers for the Jazz, 8 for the Warriors. 56 points in the paint for the Jazz, 32 for the Warriors. So they definitely killed them in the paint. But ultimately, the Jazz were pretty bad. Pretty bad. Colin Sexton had 30 points on 12 of 19 shooting from the field, 4 of 6 from behind the arc. He needs off of this team today. I pray Colin Sexton gets off of the Jazz today. Let Isaiah Collier and Keyshawn George and, of course, Jalen Hood-Schifino get those opportunities. Please get Sexton and Clarkson off of the Jazz today, Danny Ainge. That's all I'm saying. Eubanks, the new Clipper, had 6 of 8 at that game from the field, 13 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. We've since seen him on the Clippers. Sensabaugh had 8 points, 3 of 8 from the field. Micah Potter had 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from behind the arc. Good Micah Potter game, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. There, Filipowski had 10 points, 4 assists off the bench on 4 or 5 shooting from the field. Patty Mills was still on the team. He's now with the Clippers. He was 0-2, 14 minutes to play. Svi Mykhailiuk, bad shooting night, 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from behind the arc for 5 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Keyshawn George had a bad shooting night, 2 of 8 from the field, or 4 from behind the arc, but still got to the line, 8 of 11, 12 points, 6 assists there, 4 turnovers. And some guy named E. Harkless, whom I've never heard of, Elijah Harkless, got in the game and just, jacked up 2 shots and got himself 3 boards and an assist in that process. Just 6 minutes of play. I never heard of the guy. And for the Golden State Warriors, it was a big Dennis Schroeder game, I guess. 8 of 20 from the field, 5 of 13 from behind the arc, 23 points, 3 steals, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Not the type of shooting we want to see him do if he signs with us. You ain't going to be attempting no 20 shots with us, 13 threes with us. Not with Luka Doncic and LeBron James on this team, no sir. And Mark Williams now. Moses Moody, 4 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from behind the arc, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 15 points, 3 assists there. Andrew Wiggins, the newest Hesian, had 19 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 5 of 17 from the field, 3 of 8 from behind the arc. Buddy Hield, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from behind the arc, 2 points, 4 assists. This is one of Buddy games that make me say, see, this is why I don't like Buddy like that. Trace Jackson Davis, 6 minutes of play. Why is his minutes down? If you don't want Trace Jackson Davis, will you trade him away, Golden State? Because this is kind of ridiculous. I'm sick of seeing crap like this. Trace Jackson Davis is one of the best young forwards on anybody's team right now. I love his game. I think he's going to be great. But you look at the box score in a night like this, and you just wonder, is there an injury or something? How the hell is he not playing? Steve Kerr and his rotations never cease to amaze, man. Quentin Post did not have that greatest game there. 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from behind the arc, 10 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. Is that where all the minutes went? No. Kevon Looney, they're showcasing Kevon Looney. 24 minutes of play, 6 points, 11 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. So that was a really good Kevon Looney outing there. Like I said, I think they're trying to showcase him to move him. And look, Trace Jackson didn't even play, but Draymond wasn't back yet. Weird, man. Kyle Anderson, 11 minutes of play, 3 or 4 from the field, 6 points. He's now a Hesian, of course. Guy Santos had 23 minutes, 2 or 3 from the field, 7 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds there. 4 of them offensive. I really like Guy Santos. Keep an eye open for him. If he plays tonight, he's somebody to keep an eye on, as we mentioned last time we played them. Podziemski was 5 of 12 from the field, 4 of 11 from behind the arc, 20 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 steal. All he needs is the minutes, man. All he needs is the minutes. Podziemski just needed people to get the hell out of the way at that shooting guard position so he can get some real minutes. He will step out in front and play well, just like Moses. We need those two to get those minutes, get Buddy off of the team, and he can get those minutes. So that's really what it is, man. The Golden State Warriors did win that game. This was a game, of course, Steph Curry did not play, which is why Dennis Schroeder had all them shots up. And they got the victory there, 114-103. And the Utah Jazz came back and got them yesterday in the revenge game there at home. So, that's really what the Warriors have been doing. They have just been kind of hot and cold, taking advantage of some people having some bad games. As we saw, the game before the Jazz game was against us, where we beat them 118-108, of course. Those of us who remember how that went. I don't even remember who was on the floor. Anthony Davis still played for the team at the time. Seemed like a year ago. 36 points, 3 steals, 3 assists, 13 boards, 1 block on 13 of 28 shooting. Bron had a big game, 25 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds, and was 12 of 25 from the field. So we had a good shooting night there from Bron. Let's see. Was that a good shooting night? Kind of. I don't know. Kind of hard to tell with those stats. 6 of 10 for Austin Reeves there. He's going to have a big night tonight. We're definitely going to have him trying to make up for a lot of what is missing since we've made so many trades and those people aren't ready in theory. Mark, maybe. We know that. 16 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds there. And Dalton Connect. Poor Dalton. Charlotte Dalton. 13 points in that game. He shot pretty well. 3 of 7 from behind the arc. 5 of 9 from the field. I said it leading up to where we are now. I said Dalton Connect's having too many bad games to be a 23-year-old rookie who we brought in not only because he fell to us, but because he was supposed to be able to help us win. He's having too many inexplicably bad nights, and I just feel like he's going to be a valuable piece for us. And if he keeps playing this bad, we're probably going to talk ourselves into trading him, and I was right. I was so right. I don't know that we shopped him, but Charlotte likes him, and they have Mark Williams. So once you start talking about whether or not to give up on Dalton, I think if Dalton would have been playing steady, or if he would have been playing super hot, we would not have made this deal. The way that Dalton had played in a couple of big games, we love Dalton, man. He looked great, but he had so many games where he played so damn bad as a win now rookie to where it just, I knew it was a good chance we traded him. I knew it. Will we regret it? I don't doubt that we overpaid for the current Mark Williams, especially with him having the injury history that he has. With that being said, the way that he's been playing in the month of January, when you give him the minutes that ultimately he's never had, and he's healthy right now, he's been basically an all-star center. So we paid for what he's been doing over the last couple of months, December and January, for which he's gotten healthy for the first time in his career and has been one of the best centers in basketball. When you look at his overall numbers and things like that, you understand what you brought to the table is exactly what you just paid all that for. I would have loved for us to not have to give up the pick swap. Now that I look back on it and have it settled in, I think we did overpay. I agree with everybody who says that. But my thinking is he's 23 years old. He's playing all-star level ball. I think the Charlotte Hornets wanted to move him because he was a winning piece, because he's literally helping them win. Throughout the course of January, they were winning games they had no business winning as a tanking team, and it was because he was killing it on the boards, getting easy buckets, and ultimately catering to them getting a successful basketball club for a short period of time. They needed that off the team. No different than the Nets moving on from Dennis Schroeder and players like that so they could lose. That's exactly what Charlotte needed to do, and that's why they got Williams off of their team, because he's a winning player, and they don't want a winning player. Not somebody they have to re-sign at a big amount, because they have their eyes on other pieces that they ultimately want to get in the draft that they hope will be their franchise pieces next to LaMelo, Brandon, and now Dalton. So they look at this as a means of solidifying their tank and further driving themselves into a position to play the draft, building up their asset class with picks, which means more to them since they don't think they could probably re-sign a guy like Mark Williams any damn way. When it's time to pay him, they're more likely to build something special through the draft. So they're hoarding picks, and I think that's the safest way to play it. When you're in Charlotte, they just have a hard time getting people. They always suck, so they have time to do this. It's just a good overall move for them out there in Charlotte. And of course, you know, they got our old GM, so they're more likely to do deals with us and stuff like that. So I really appreciate this deal overall. I do think it's an overpay, but it makes sense. If I'm going to send my picks somewhere, I want to send them to a place like Charlotte, way out of the way, can utilize those picks properly. Small market team. I don't want us giving our picks to people like Danny Ainge over here in Utah, or, you know, I'm sick of helping these teams like OKC. If we're going to give our picks to somebody, let it be absolutely inconsequential to us. To a team that really needs picks because they can never get free agents. That's what I prefer us do. If we're going to mortgage our picks, that's probably the place I'd want to send it. So for me, this is the right call. I would love to have not had to send the swap for 2030, because I just think you now lock yourself in to where you probably don't have opportunities to really do any wiggle room stuff. You need people to re-sign with you now. You potentially need to trade LeBron James at some point to try to get some equity back so you can use that to build around, guys. So I don't know if we've discussed enough of that within our in-house to kind of go all in as we did for Mark Williams. But if Luka doesn't resign, we're in a bad space. We can't put it like this. We can't afford for Luka to not resign. We may need to trade Luka to bring back the talent necessary if he wants to play free agency as us being an option. I don't think we can afford to do that after making the Mark Williams move, and I think that's the difference. That's what you're really paying for. But at the same time, when you get a 23-year-old guy that's been to, NBA Finals this last year, if you want to make yourself enticing enough to, feel like he's going to win here, and you got LeBron James whose timeline is still in place, and you can win with him the way he's been playing, you kind of just want to go all in and show both of them, hey, look, we value both of you. We're going to get you that big man. We think with one another you can win. Austin Reeves, you can win. You can win right now, or we'll at least give you a shot at it. If we would have ran out there with Jackson Hayes and a bunch of picks in our pocket, we're essentially saying we're still not going all in, even though we got Luka the Don for 2 years and LeBron James saying he wants to stay with us, we're still not going all in. I just don't think that's the right message. This feels like a better message to send to encourage those guys to resign. So while this puts you in a position to need them to resign, this also puts you in a likely position to have sent the right message that would encourage them to resign. So it's the gamble. We'll talk a lot about it, of course, but that's the gist of it. That's why I think we gave up Dalton Connect. Mark Williams is a couple months younger than Dalton, so that's something to think about as well. And I just think he fills a position of need. We needed a center. Bad. We didn't necessarily need Dalton Connect, especially with Luka the Don being a bad defender, Austin being a bad defender. Now you want to see your future with Dalton Connect being a part of the starting lineup if he develops into who he's supposed to be. Slap him next to those two. How bad your defense is going to be? Horrible, right? I mean, that's not what you need. So Dalton had to go because he was a minus defender in a major way, and likely a big piece that we were ultimately going to want to keep. So you rather turn him into some rim protection. You rather turn him into 1 million offensive rebounds and easy buckets. And Mark Williams is a fantastic ball handler for the center position. He don't turn the ball over a lot at all. So you see high efficiency there. Rui's high efficiency. Bron's high efficiency. Luka's high efficiency. Mark's high efficiency. Austin, when he's not overjacking, is high efficiency. So you see an opportunity to really become one of the best offensive teams over the next several years just by putting all these hyper efficient players on the floor at the same time. So, yeah, Mark Williams is a lot better than people think. I don't know that I want to pay what we paid, knowing what it is we know about his history. But 23 years old, looking forward, understanding what LeBron and Luka could do and utilizing him, how he's been playing as of late over the last 4 weeks, all of that comes together to say this is the great time to pick him up. And Charlotte made sure we did not get a discount on him. And so a lot of people will also say, hey, look, what we gave up for Luka to Don was significantly under what it is that it should have cost. And what we were able to do is take what we all should have paid for in regards to Luka and turn it into Mark Williams as well. So just incorporate it into the Luka trade as what you should have paid any damn way to get Luka for what you would have been happy to do. So this is a win for us, and I think we can look at it that way if we need to be able to rest on it. So that's what I got to say, man. That's my game video for this particular game. The Lakers going to be wearing their purple uniforms tonight at home, for which I loathe very much, and the Warriors will be wearing their white uniforms that we've seen a million times. And I wish they'd wear them craps at home because I hate that floor that everybody seems to like that they use in their alternate jersey. We've seen it crap twice when we went to Golden State this year. I just wish they'd wear blue or white there and let us wear our purple at their building. But you know how the NBA is today. Hopefully we snap out of that and get back to traditional colors, because all this color scheme, wearing road uniform stuff really irritates me a lot. So we already said the injury report. Nothing's changed there. It does say Luka's a game-time decision, but he's not playing tonight, unless they've changed their mind. I doubt it, though. And, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It is interesting to see Luka as a game-time decision, though, as of right now. It does say that, but he's playing on Saturday against the Pacers. I think that's what it's going to be. So Jimmy may go, though. I don't know. Jimmy may go. So we got some things to talk about, man. A trade just happened right now, and I'm going to make a separate video on that, but it's trade deadline day, so we're going to keep it rocking. I appreciate everybody for watching. BDF 44, be ready 7 o'clock. The Lakers do play Golden State Warriors at home. Peace.